Okay, let's go.
Surviving 30 straight minutes of continuous movement without a single piece of equipment is a severe physical test. As the rep counts climb into the hundreds, muscle fatigue sets in. If your form breaks down here, you stop building strength and start risking serious joint strain. To execute this safely, you need a highly controlled environment, a clean 6x6 foot space with a fitness mat and zero obstacles. Before you hit play on the timer, we are going to map out the exact sequence of this circuit and correct the biomechanics for its most difficult movements. Locking in these physical cues while your muscles are fresh translates every repetition into a measurable strength gain. Step 1 is understanding the rhythm. This entire 30 minutes runs on a strict work, rest, repeat schedule. This flowchart maps the structure. The exercises group into 3 continuous loops: cardio, lower body, and core. Between these blocks, a short window to rest gives your cardiovascular system a chance to lower your heart rate before the next maximum effort. As that rest period ends, listen for the instructor's 5-second audio countdown. That is your specific cue to reset your stance for the next block. When you know the exact sequential order of cardio, lower body, and core, you can actively pace your breathing and conserve energy for the exercises ahead, rather than blindly reacting to the screen. The lower body block hits hard by stacking 3 consecutive squat variations: standard squats, squat arm lifts, and squat in and outs. By the time you reach that 3rd variation, you will have completed nearly 45 consecutive squats. Your legs will be burning, making mechanical errors highly likely. The most common failure point happens on the way down, where tired squatters let their knees cave inward toward each other or push them far past their toes. This comparative illustration shims the mechanics. On the left, bad form stresses joints. On the right, correct execution keeps the chest elevated, shifting weight back. To achieve this, physically press your entire body weight straight down into your heels. This single cue automatically forces your spine into a neutral position. Maintaining this specific posture shields your delicate knee ligaments from shear stress and shifts the entire workload directly into your glutes. The next structural loop moves us down to the floor. This block targets the midsection using isometric planks, knee tuck crunches, reverse crunches, and bird dogs. During these mat intervals, the reverse crunches present the highest risk for lower back strain in the entire 30-minute window. If you allow your lower back to arch off the floor as your legs move, the mechanical load bypasses your abdominal wall completely and compresses your vulnerable lumbar spine. You can guarantee correct form with a simple physical test. While lying flat, try sliding your hand beneath your lower back. You should fail. Your back must stay entirely flush against the mat. Look at this wireframe diagram of a plank. It shows how this exact same neutral spine concept applies face down, represented by a perfectly straight, glowing vector line connecting the head, hips, and heels. Keeping your body locked along this line requires squeezing your glutes and bracing your core to hold the body up rather than just hanging heavily on your shoulder joints. Treating your spine as a tightly locked anchor point isolates your abdominal muscles, directing the full workload to the core while shielding the lumbar from post-workout pain. The final piece of the sequence is the standing cardio block: lateral arm circles, step back jacks, and jumping jacks. This specific block demands intense volume, requiring up to 30 consecutive repetitions for each exercise without a single break. The physical trap here is sprinting aggressively through the first 10 reps and completely running out of breath before the set is even halfway finished. This chart visualizes the correct pacing strategy. Instead of erratic spikes and stops, adopt a slightly slower, unbroken rhythm that keeps you moving steadily through all 30 reps. Dialing back your initial speed ensures you retain enough physical stamina to survive the heavier, strength-based exercises that follow right after. You now have the structural map and the biomechanical cues needed to complete this circuit. Remember the 2 main safety checks. Keep your weight shifted back into your heels during squats, and keep your lower back pinned completely flush to the mat during crunches. Take a moment to secure your fitness mat, fill up your water bottle, and clear your 6x6 space before starting the clock. Approaching the mat with this strategic framework ensures each movement is executed with precision, safety, and maximum physical intent.